Let's talk about foreign film.
Ayo, Pashley, what's up? Um, so I know you don't like wasting time and all that stuff, but you watched the Twilight movies in the year 2021, and like you think at least two of the five of them are okay. So make of that what you will. Um, you'll do a lot of things on your downtime, okay? And you will feel bad and you'll feel good. And that's all right. That is all right.
Today I want to try something a bit different. I like foreign film, but you know what? I also love 90s films a lot and underrated films. So let's blend those two things together and talk about Doug Liman's Go. Go is a film from 1999 that's pretty much the transition point to the 2000s, making this film essentially 21 years old. Yay. Now, a lot of people will talk about this film in the sense that it's Pulp Fiction light, which is true, but also please stop comparing it to Pulp. Yeah. Wow. A lot of people, once they see it, they'll say, "Well, this looks a lot like Pulp Fiction. This is Pulp Fiction light." That's fair enough. This film functions a lot like Pulp Fiction in that there are intertwining storylines with characters that get to situations that you wouldn't find themselves intertwining in, and yet they do. It's weird and fast paced, and I love it. It happens within the span of essentially one day. So you start the morning of the day, and then you go to the end of it. And what happens is this slow crawl of development, of character development, culminates in this wacky turn of events for all three storylines. So I wouldn't necessarily say there are three groups of people, but there are essentially three groups of people in this film. In the film is Sarah Polley, great Canadian actress, gonna have the Canadian flag somewhere here. Katie Holmes, pre-Batman Begins, I don't know what else Katie Holmes was in. She was in Disturbing Behavior, which was an okay film, guys. It was also in the 90s. Oh, this hurts. You have Taye Diggs, who was in House on Haunted Hill. I'm not sure if it was released in the same year, but he has one glorious line at the end where he says,
"I had nothing to do with this! I was adopted!"
I can't remember what happens. It's a weird, terrible film. But you have all these actors. William Fichtner, God bless you. You have all these actors, and their performances are great in that some of them are clunky and hilarious, and then you have a serious dramatic presence, and then you have a more swingers type movie, which, funny enough, Doug Liman was also the director of Swingers, which is a huge gem in the sense that it's highly quotable, which this film should also be. How dare you guys? So we follow Sarah Polley's storyline, which centers around her and this drug-filled incident, which causes her a lot of trouble, and it's just really weird for her and the rest of the characters in this whole story. You have the second story, which focuses mostly on Las Vegas, this crazy trip to Las Vegas. And then you have the third storyline, which branches the storyline within the first one. And it features William Fichtner. And wow, I feel so bad for not getting these guys' names. Scott Wolf. Guess who else is in there? Melissa McCarthy in her, like, I don't want to say debut, I'm going to say debut. She's hilarious. She's adorkable. She's the definition of adorkable. But what Go does within its runtime, which is like an hour and a half-ish, is essentially tell the story of the insanity of one day. From the dullness of being at work to the action-laden activity of finding drugs to the the falling action. Wow, oh my god. My English teachers are gonna hate me for this. The falling action of being back at work again and having to deal with reality, having to deal with common dull life. And yet, within the middle of that chunk, a huge bit of action happens, and it's like, wow, what can happen in a day, right? What the hell can happen within a day? A lot. We're in quarantine, but a lot can happen within a day. The moment you step outside and make a decision, any decision, you're in for a world of the unknown. You're gonna find a lot of fun with Go. Truth be told, I watched it high, but that shouldn't take away from the glory of what happens in the film. Funny dialogue, great characters you could relate with. To be honest, I enjoy it a lot more than Pulp Fiction. I know Pulp Fiction has a lot more influence, okay? I don't own a Pulp Fiction poster in my room or anything, but I'd own a Go poster. Yeah. This is the quintessential 1999 to 2000s film. I haven't even talked about the soundtrack. Dude, the soundtrack, the music in this thing, please, if you are a millennial, okay? Born close to the 2000s, without touching the 2000s, you will love this film. This film is the bomb.com. Doug Liman's Go. Please check it out. Anyways, till next time, folks, when we'll maybe talk about foreign film. I'd love to do that. I'd love you to listen. Thank you.